Hi there, it's Kevin from Roguedeckbuilder.com. Here's match number 2 with Fightclub, Fightclub. No, we would not like to mulligan this hand. It's decent. I need a red source, but it's got the Wolfear Avenger, great versus aggro. We can ramp into it second turn. This is exactly, ooh, 4. He has to mold a 4. This isn't going to be much of a game, especially with the blue deck having to mold a 4. They need card advantage over everything. Breeding Pool can come into play untapped, and the Arbor Elf can start off the day. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a breeding pool, or not a breeding pool, one of a steam vents in here and 2 Farseeks and go down to 21 lands. As it's pretty easy to up to 2 lands here, and if those 2 Farseeks, I just want 2 ways to go grab that breeding pool, but we end up drawing into the stomping ground, so not that big of a deal. But you definitely want a way to get a land that taps for both red and blue to help fix your mana base. I'm not sure. It's or to just go grab that like stomping grounds if you have like a breeding pool. It'd be fine to get a stomping grounds as well. Anyway, I'm thinking that 21 lands with all the mana dorks I have will be viable. So wait, we can just do this at the end of turn because he's got Flash, Mr. Flash Gordon Wolfear Avenger, and we'll do it right now. As Essence Scatters are a thing, unfortunately. It seems like every blue deck is running one. There's basically 2 decks you're faced against right now. In the last, I would say, 3 days on MTGO, you face a blue control variant or a Jund. Those are the 2 decks that are going around right now. I probably played Esper or UWR like 5 times in a row. It made me so mad I actually built a deck just to beat them. This isn't it, by the way, but because I was so sick and tired, I ran like a control-ish deck with Burning Earth, just to screw them over with all the... This looks like it's going to be black-blue, and this Burning Earth is exactly why they went over to black-blue instead of Esper, because Burning Earth was just completely destroying Esper decks. Anywho, let's get back to the deck. We have a Huntmaster that's going to be able to come out for free, and I don't think there's a way he can get rid of the Huntmaster. We also have a Domri. Domri might be the right play as well. I'm not sure. No, I think it's just going to be Huntmaster. It's definitely just going to be Huntmaster. So I'm going to get in there for 3. And I think this is just going to be too much advantage for him to come back from. Yep, he just scooped. So there's nothing you can do on a mold of 4. So not the best showing, but at least you got to see how rampy my deck is. And I don't know. Pitfight's not going to come in. Rook Thar is definitely coming in. The Acidic Slime, I don't know if Acidic Slime is actually good in this matchup, as I don't know if he's Esper or not, but I think it's going to be worth it. A Scavenging Ooze is definitely good. It gets rid of the Think Twices. I definitely need to add 1 more Scavenging Ooze at least, and maybe just go completely out of these Deadly Recluses. I thought the Recluses would be a pretty cool card because it has Death Touch. You've got Wreath Dash Touch, 2 mana. You can pit fight it. You can dominate it. But I think Scavenging Ooze just getting bigger is much better of a card than that. So the 3 cards that are useless are 6 cards that we need to get rid of here. I'm going to get rid of the Somberbald Sage. I don't think we need to go crazy ramp here. I mean, going into that Acidic Slime, well, maybe we do. Maybe I'll keep them in. Oh, duh. I know what we don't need. We don't need the Staticaster, Nightshade Peddler, Uvenwald Tracker combo. So we can actually get rid of quite a bit of stuff here, because I don't think he's playing any creatures here. So Thragtusk can actually come in just because they are something that can recur, and one of Zel's Conscript is more powerful than the rest of those creatures. So we'll split it like this. Not a lot of hate we have against the control decks. Just the fact that the 5 Planeswalkers are pretty good. If you can get the Dominate out turn 2, is very powerful. And stuff like Predator Ooze is a nightmare for the black blue decks. It's kind of a nightmare unless they run Tragic Slips. Very, very unkeepable hand. Unless I can draw into something. I have all my... I don't know. I think this is on the verge of mulliganing and not mulliganing. As I have all my land sources, which is really cool. And I can ramp into that Somberwald Sage. There we go. Oh! Can't spend the mana on it. That sucks. But we can go a Elvish Mystique. And we can get that Somberwald Sage. And maybe we can draw into a Thragtusk. So if somehow we can get this Groot Collar of Beast to stick, we'll be in good shape. And hopefully we can just get him to counter this Somberwald Sage. I'd love to see an Essence... Well, Syncopate. Essence Scatter I wouldn't care about. Syncopate would be great if he syncopates this. Sweet. All right, so Syncopate out of his hand. We don't need that card. It is going to be the black-blue Esper deck. Very annoying. Play Caverns of Souls now and win. I don't know why people... I've said this. I bitch and bitch and bitch about control. Ugh, fine to dissipate. Because I can't stand playing its control. It's not a I guess it has to exist to make Magic kind of be Magic, but it's not a very fun matchup. It's not fun to play against control. So, ooh, that's a lovely one. Oh, baby, baby. We get a Scavenging Ooze out. I think that's going to be great. And I will get an Elvish Mystic. And I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that Syncopate. No Snapcasters. And next turn, he's going to have the Dissipate mana open, though. So we can't run in, we can't throw anything into a Grook at this moment. Which sucks, because we could cast it next turn. Oh, now we can. Oh, that is love. Oh, now we can't. He just decides, I don't even need those, but that sucks. Because we could have cast a Grook with the Dissipate, but now we can't. So I'm hoping I draw into like a Huntmaster or something. Nope, a Stomping Grounds. No need for Stomping Grounds. So this is going to be pretty hard for me to come back from with the Dissipate. I mean, Druid is way too many lands. That's what happens when we keep a 5-land hand, is you draw 2 every time in Magic the Gathering. So now he's just going to keep his Dissipate open. There's Acidic Slime. You know what? We're going to bait it. We're definitely going to bait the Acidic Slime. He has to dissipate this. Oh, and a rewind. Jeez, kid. You think you have enough counter spells in your deck? Yeah, I swear to these decks just like to lose. Is it just on their agenda to lose to a Caverns of the Souls? A one of Caverns of the Souls against a tribal deck, and this deck is done. It's toast. They'll have a bunch of creatures that are completely useless. And yeah, I'll quit whining here. Quit whining, Kevin. But I'm just going to go ahead and beat his face with, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I don't even need this to come into play. I mean, he's got Doom. He could have a Doom Blade in his hand. All right, sweet. So, dead. He could have a Tragic Slip here, too. So let's exile that Rewind. So no Snapcaster can deal with it. And he's just going to try to Nephalia Drownyard me to death. Tragic Slip, sure. All right. That's a thing. But he's running low on cards here. I mean, he's got to have some Think Twices and whatnot to try to get some card advantage. Oh, man. A Huntmaster would be great. He's got that Dissipate, though, that I believe I just run his Zealous Conscript into a Dissipate if he wants to dissipate it. And I just begin to beat him down. If somehow I can get this group to stick, I'll be great. So 2 cards left in his hand. Hopefully he doesn't have a Think Twice. I can't have him be getting card advantage here. Or cards like even Forbidden Alchemy. Of course he's got to think twice. All right. So swing in here with the Zealous Conscript. Take him down to a 17. Again, we have to have this Arbor Elf, or this Garruk stick, or we're toast. All right, so that's 3 cards we didn't want, so that's good. All right, that's a perfect card. Because now we can just be proactive with this Kessig Wolf run. And he's down to a 9. I mean, this is... He's got to find an answer here. And he's going to choose to keep milling me. And think twicing. So I think it's a 2-turn clock anyway. I'd like to try to get... I mean, what we could have is sever the bloodlines out of the question here. I'm just going to keep up 3 mana. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm just gonna I can't kill him here. Well, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. I'm just 1 off. So I'm just gonna pump him 1. And that way we have the Wolfear Avenger at the end of his turn. And he's going to, what, mill me twice or mill me once again? No, he's going to think twice. Yeah, he can't even mill me. Tribute to Hunger. And he's going to be able to think twice. And I actually want to bait out a Dissipate into turn Wolfear Avenger so I can cast the Garruk. Or maybe not. Maybe I just go for it here completely. I do. Wolfear Avenger. It sticks. Four cards in hand still. Man, the Think Twices he drew. Dump Think Twices. But at least I got the Severs out of the way. I mean, he probably could have a Snapcaster Tribute to Hunger. But he's still not in the greatest shape. They use Opportunity in this deck besides Sphinx's Revelation. That does not give him life back. It does give him one more card than Sphinx's Revelation. And whoever Sphinxes for more than 4 or for more than 5 to gain 4 cards and 4 life. So Opportunity is a great... I think that's exactly why this black-blue deck actually works now. It's because of Opportunity. Geez, Pithing Needle is great versus this deck too. Pithing Needle you can name. So he's going to draw a card mill, I'm sure. Yep. Ooh, he gets a Kessig Wolfram I don't need. And the thing is, he's going to have to spend his mana on like a Doomblade or a... Okay, he doesn't have anything. Sweet. So we're 2-0 here. We beat Esper and Jund. Those are two of the top decks right now. Esper hasn't hit the paper magic scene yet. Or sorry, not Esper. Black-blue. But it's everywhere on MTGO. I'm telling you, this deck is every other freaking deck on the two-man queues is going to be this Esper deck. And it survives the Burning Earth. And it's very good against like Jund. That's why. Everyone's running Jund. And Jund doesn't have a hope because it just has like... I guess they have Slaughter Games. But Slaughter Games can't name Nephalia Drown. I don't know how many Jund decks actually even use Slaughter Games. But they have so many dead cards. So much creature removal, so much anti-aggro stuff, like Thragtusk isn't that great versus black-blue when you just syncopate it. They don't run Caverns usually in Jund. I saw a deck, last Jund deck did, but it really screws up his mana base, as every one of his creatures in his deck is a different creature type. And so these decks are coming around to farm off the Jund decks, and they're not bad against aggro decks. They got Tragic Slip, Tribute to Hungers, and whatnot. Must be a nightmare to play control versus control here. I think UWR has the advantage versus this blue deck. I really do think it does. So I'm thinking we're going to see some UWR and Esper for a while until decks start coming to hate against them. And then all the decks that were good against those are going to come. I mean, like I said, a Caverns Tribal deck is just game over. Even like a against Esper, even like a hoof deck again is really good. Anyway, this is Kevin with RogueDeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.